Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Hub channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to file Form I-912, which is application for request for a fee waiver. In this video as well, we are going to talk about the filing fee, supporting documents, and where to file. If you are new to this channel, my name is Liman, and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process and give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So if you're ready, let's get started. This is a version 9. I'm sorry. April 1st, 2024. Do not file old version. Always my advice, file the new version. And the expiration date is March 31st, 2027. Just they released this is not a new version, but they changed the expiration date to March 31st, 2027. For this part right here, it's for US CIS use only. Do not touch it. And for us, we're gonna start where it says start here. Type or print in black ink. So now let's go to part 1. Before we do that, let's check which forms are eligible for a fee waiver. This is forms eligible for a fee waiver. So we have I-90, we have I-91, I-751, I-817, I-81, N-300, N-400, N-336, N-470, N-565, N-600K. So all these forms are eligible for a fee waiver. So now we know which form is eligible for a fee waiver. As I mentioned in my video, I'm going to do Form I-751 for my spouse. Just she has her green card petition to remove condition or residence. Yeah, she has because the marriage was less than 2 years, they give you a condition of the green card. So we're gonna file this fee waiver, and we're gonna send it with this form I-751. We're gonna talk about that later. So this is our form. So select first part 1. Basis for your request. Each basis is further explained in the specific instruction section of the Form I-912 instructions. Always read the instruction. It is very important. Select at least one basis or more for which you may qualify and provide supporting documentation for any basis you select. You only need to qualify and provide documentation for one basis for USCIS to grant your fee waiver. If you choose, you may select more than one basis. You must provide supporting documentation for each basis you want to consider. It is the question, it is very clear. You might select all of them, but you need to provide supporting documentation for each basis you selected. In this video, we're gonna do 3 of them just for learning purposes. So we're gonna do A, I am or my spouse is on the head of the household, living in my household, is currently receiving a means tested benefit. Complete part 2 to 4 and part 7 to 9. So B, my household income is at least or below 150% of the federal poverty guidelines. Complete part 2 to 3 and part 5 and part 7 to 9. Last one, which is C, I have a financial hardship. Complete part 2 and 3 and part 6 to 9. So let's go to basis number 1, which is A. Basis A means test benefit. What does it mean? If you go to instruction, right here, this is means a test benefit. Usually it's Medicaid, CHIP, or SCHIP, SNAP, TANF, SSI, the housing section 8 housing assistance, special supplemental nutrition program for women, or called WEEK, low income home energy assistance program, LIHEAP, any services provided under Robert T. Stafford Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act, and any cash benefit provided by the Department of Veterans Affairs or other federal or state, local, or tribal benefit based on veteran status. If you are in these categories right here, that means test benefit, That's basis A. Now, what is my household income? It's below or, is at or below 150% of federal poverty guidelines. We're going to go here as well. Right here. Yeah, look for I-912P supplement 2024 HHS poverty guidelines for a fee waiver request. For one person, it's $22,590, 150% of HHS poverty guidelines. Two people, $30,000. If you make less than $30,660, you are qualified for fee waiver. So, what is your current immigrant or non-immigrant status? This is for my spouse. I'm filing on behalf of my spouse. She is a green card holder. Part 2, information about your requester. This is for my spouse. As I said, she is filing this form I-751, and she want to request a fee waiver. So, provide information about yourself. If you are the person requesting a fee waiver for a petition or application that you are filing for yourself. If you are the parent or legal guardian filing on behalf of a child or person with a development or mental impairment, provide information about the child or person for whom you are filing this form. My advice for you, always read the question very carefully. So, box 1, we are not going to check it because she's an adult and she can, she is basically paying and prepared to file or form for her. So, full name is family name, it's Bushi. Given name is Fatima. Middle name is Ine. You must put Ine right here, because in the instruction of 912 they said you must put Ine right here. That's what I said. You must sometime read the instruction. For this one right here, you can leave it blank or Ine. For other names used, if you don't use any other names, Ine. Once I print it, I'm going to add a slash right here, because Adobe does not let me add a slash right here. In the middle name, however, right here, they let me because it was required by USCIS. So, alien registration number, if any. My spouse just got her green card. She has alien number. You can get it from your green card or approval notice from the petition that the petitioner filed for her. You can see right here the beneficiary A number. It's right here, and her full name right here. You can get it as well from your green card once you receive it. Once you arrive in the United States, you will have it in your green card. USCIS online account number, if any. She does not have one because she never filled a petition before, so she does not have one. And if you do, your receipt number will start with IOE number. So if you have that IOE number, means you have USCIS online account. So part 2, information about your requester. We're still talking about my spouse. Date of birth is January the 1st, 1980. Her social security number is 1111, and I have a video on how to get a social security once you get to the United States. Marital status, she's married to me. So part 3, application and petition for which you are requesting a fee waiver. Full name, this is my spouse. And A number, she has one. Date of birth is 01/01/1990. And the relationship to you, it's herself, because this is a requester. And the form being filled I-751. And if you have dependent children, you can add them right here. And you filled another form, you can add it right here. I don't know what form you're going to file, but this is just, I don't want to confuse you. Just keep it simple. This is for my spouse. So very simple. Part 4. means test benefit. If you select item number 1A in part 1, complete this section. If your spouse or head of household, including parent, if the child is under 21 years of age, living with you, is receiving any means test benefit, list the information in the table below and attach supporting documentation. If you are not a parent or legal guardian filing on behalf of a child or person with a physical disability or developmental or mental impairment, provide information about the child or person for whom you are filing this form if they are receiving means test benefit. It is very important. Read it very carefully. For me, I'm her spouse. Now I do not receive any means tested means tested benefit. I'm sorry. So just only my spouse, which is Bushi Fatima, relationship to you, to the requester itself, because she is the one requesting a fee waiver for I-751. Name of the agency awarding benefit, FSSA, because she is pregnant, she has a Medicaid. Type of benefit is Medicaid. Date benefit was awarded is 01/01/2024. You're gonna check this for this main benefit. I think we did it right here. No, I'm sorry, right here. I think we already talked about it. It has to be in one right here. You see, I did Medicaid. So Medicaid, it's eligible for a fee waiver. So you're gonna say date benefit was awarded and the date benefit expired or must be renewed. So it's very simple. Now we're gonna go to part 5, income at or below 150% of federal poverty guidelines. How are we gonna check that? Do not use IA64P. You must use IA912P. So if you go to income right here, I'm sorry, right here, for income, I already talked about it, just I want to show you right here. For two people, this is I-912P. For two people, 30, if you make less than 30,660, you are eligible. But in her case, she is eligible because she doesn't work, and her spouse, he doesn't make enough money as well. So her status, employment status, she is not employed. If you are currently unemployed, are you currently receiving unemployment benefit? No. If you select yes right here, they're gonna give you the date. But in my case, no, you cannot type anything right here because you are not receiving unemployment benefit. What is your legal total household size? Is 2, me and her. What is the total number of household members earning income, including yourself? It's 1. Name of head of household is going to be spouse. I'm the spouse. It's Baker Sliman. So now we're going to talk about your annual household income. So including spouse and the requester. Provide information about your adjusted gross income and the adjusted gross income of all family members counted as a part of your household. You must list all amount in your US dollars. So this is a requester. Your annual adjusted gross income, she does not work, 0. Annual adjusted gross income of all family members, not including the one right here, is 20,000, just me. And the total adjusted gross income is 20,000. You can get this total adjusted gross income from your tax transcript, or if you file a tax before, it will be in a 1040, it will be adjusted gross income. So number 9, has anything changed since the date you filed your federal tax return, or is there any difference in your circumstances from the information on your petition? For example, your material status, income, or member of dependent as related to documents provided. In my case, is yes. What happened? This is a petitioner. This is the spouse of the requester, which is me, my spouse. I lost my job and I'm working with a minimum wage, and we have a lot of expenses, and I give it right here: student loan, mortgage, hospital loan, and car loan. So just giving some information from the USCIS right here. Now we're gonna go to part 6. If you selected item number 1C, which is basis 1C in part 1, complete this section. You might also use this space to provide any additional information about your circumstances that you would like USCIS to consider. If you or any family members have a situation that has caused you to incur expenses, debt, or loss of income, describe this situation in the box below. specify the amount of the expenses, debt, and income losses in as much detail as possible. This may include homelessness, major medical debt for yourself or a family member, and natural disaster declaration posted to in USCIS website. This is the same thing I put right here. This is applies as well for financial hardship. Lost my job, and the spouse lost his job, and I'm working minimum wage, and when we have a lot of expenses. So very simple. If you have each asset that you can quickly convert to cash, list this in type below. For example, bank account. We have in the bank account $2,000 in our bank account, and the total value is $2,000. Total monthly expenses and liabilities. First, you're gonna check this one right here. I have rent, we have food, we have utilities, or we don't have a child, we have insurance, we have a loan and credit cards, we have a car payment, we have medical expenses and school expenses. So our expenses is $30,000. $3,000 a month. So we make $2,000, but we spend $3,000. That's a financial hardship. So now we're gonna go to part 7: requester, statement, contact information, certification, and signature. The person whose information is provided in part 2 might sign on behalf of the entire household. If the person listed in part 2 is under 14 of age, parent or legal guardian may sign it in their behalf. So requester statement regarding interpreters. If the requester, I check this one right here just to give you an option right here. If the requester file this form, you can check this one right here. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this request, and may answer to every question. Then you can add requester contact information, requester email address, and then date it, and then sign it. This is a requester, which is my spouse. But in this case, my spouse did not file this form. At my request, the prepare name in part 9, which is Baker. I'm her spouse, Sliman. Prepare this request for me based only upon information I provided or I authorized. So we did not use any interpreter. So part 8, we're gonna skip it. We're gonna go to part 9. This is prepare family name. It's gonna be Baker. And prepare is given name is Sliman. And prepare, I don't have any business, can leave it blank or rename. Mailing address is 110 Robert Run. City or town is Indianapolis. And the state is Indiana. And the zip code is 47254. And automatically the country right here will be populated as USA because you selected the state. Prepare contact information. You must provide a phone number. And prepare's mobile phone number, the same thing, 317. Email address of the prepare is sg@gmail.com. Prepare statement. So I am not an attorney or accredited representative, but I have prepared this request on behalf of the requester and with the requester consent. So that's what we're gonna check. And then we go to today's date is 04/27/2024. And once I print it, I will sign it as a prepare. Do not initial it or print your name. So now we fill this form. Now we're gonna go to next one, which is filing fee. So the filing fee is $0 because you are requesting a fee for application. So you do not pay any fee with this form. I-912 is free when you're requesting a fee with the eligible form. Supporting document will depend on which option you selected on part 1, basis of your request. So I'm not going to go through the supporting documents because it will depend on the option you selected in part 1. Now, where to file? That's the most question I got from my viewers or my subscribers, where I can send this form. This form, you can request a fee waiver only when you file a form. Thus, I-912 must be attached and all supporting documents to the application or petition for which you are requesting a fee waiver. Here is an example. You cannot file I-751 like 2 weeks ago and then you want to request a fee waiver. You can't do that. They must go together. They must be attached to the form I-751 and send it. They give you an example for form N400. You can file your form. It has to be a paper version. You cannot file a fee waiver online. You can't do that. It has to be a paper version. So you file your form application, which is it could be 751 N400, any eligible form, and you must attach your form application and the form I-912 and the supporting documentation to the address listed on the instruction of the application you are filing. So it is very simple. You gotta remember I-912. You file I-912 with the application you wanna submit to USCIS, and then attach it to that form with the supporting document and send it to the address of the application. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Thank you, and see you next video.